Being the most populous country in Africa and home of Nollywood, which is the second largest producers of movies in the world, Nigeria is the country that has won the topic of discussion. Nigeria is the second largest newspaper market in Africa and one of the most fastest growing economies in the world. As Nigeria continuously tries to improve their country, their communication has definitely helped them through their development. It is no surprise that Nigeria is considered a semi-peripheral nation. Semi-peripheral engage in the relationship with core nations primarily through providing low-cost laborers, raw material, mass market, or low-cost venues for future films. The nation and the semi-peripheral engage in both core-like and peripheral-like economies and media behavior. They strive to emulate core values over peripheral values in order to become the core nation over time. The reason why Nigeria is considered a semi-peripheral nation is because the people in Nigeria are poor and have limited resources. There is a lot of corruption and health problems that also take place. They strive in their economy by being related as the largest economy in Africa. Nigeria is also home of Nollywood, which is the second largest producer of movies in the world. Although they have great value, they also lack serious issues that need to improve tremendously. Nigeria is less development than core nations, but more developed than peripheral nations. One of the most popular campaigns that Nigeria is running is called Bring Back Our Girls. About 276 schoolgirls were abducted this year on April 14th. Bring Back Our Girls has taken over social media, where so many people have shown great support in this. These girls were in a boarding school and were woken by gunfire. The terrorists stormed the school, set it on fire, and herded hundreds of girls into vehicles. As extremist Muslim group called Boko Haram kidnapped these girls. Boko Haram means Western education is a sin. It is reported that these girls are being auctioned off for $12 each to become wives of militants. Only about 50 girls have escaped. The Nigerian government hasn't done much to recover the girls, and in fact, they want world power countries to intervene. The parents of these girls are praying to God that for the United States and United Nations to help get their daughters back. Campaigns have started on the White House website, on Change.org, and on Facebook to demand Bring Back Our Girls. Bring Back Our Girls has hit Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If we all take some kind of action, then we can help these girls come home safely. It's important that we focus on rescuing these girls because these girls are the future. It wasn't until people started hearing that these girls were being sold for $12 an hour and becoming Islamic militant wives that it really woke people up. People really started mentioning Bring Back Our Girls, and it was tweeted 268,606 times on May 1st. Since the day, celebrities, politicians, and world leaders were starting to come on board to help save these girls. People in Nigeria and people here in the United States believe that nothing is truly being done. It is still unclear what the Nigerian government is doing to help the victims, which is why activists in the African country have been holding protests and utilizing social media to spread awareness, crying out for help, and I think this campaign shows the power of social media. Global communication with international organizations is important for Nigerian future. There are many international organizations that help shape the future of Nigeria. The United Nations has developed goals for Nigeria and is working in partnership with the federal government of Nigeria. Development partners, the UN agency, civil society, and local communities to help identify local solutions to meet national development challenges through a range of interventions. The United Nations developed programs and working side by side with Nigeria to address the issues of human vulnerability and highlighting policies to maximize people's future opportunities. About 72% of populations are living in poverty or at risk of falling back into poverty. The new report asserts that policies to maximize people's future opportunity should pay particular attention to specific periods of life. This can be done by investing in early childhood services, youth employment, and support for older people. Another international organization is WIPO. WIPO is collaborating with TISC. WIPO is World Intellectual Property Organization, and TISC is Technology and Innovation Support Center. WIPO is collaborating with TISC to make the international IP system accessible to as many users as possible. WIPO launched the TISC project in 2009. WIPO supports the TISCs by facilitating access to databases and training, providing the information and training material, supporting awareness-raising activities, and disseminating best practices and experiencing among TISCs. Nigeria media scene is one of the most vibrant in Africa. State radios and TVs have near national coverage and operate at a federal and regional level. All 36 states run at least one radio network and a TV station. As Nigeria continuously tries to strive to be like core nations, it also seems to be content with the way we have been functioning. As long as other international organizations continue to push them to be better, they might be able to develop a better communication in the future.